Hi everyone, today on Hello Susan we're creating the accordion pocket for the middle of the journal. We'll be using my Hello Susan Shabby lace collections. I already sewed in the signature to the cover using a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. We'll assemble the pocket and decorate it together. The accordion pocket adds a fun hidden surprise in your journal or any project you want to add it to. I'll put a link below to the kits if you want to make one too. Of course, you can use any papers you have on hand to create an accordion pocket. All right, I'm going to move the journal aside for now. Got my bits and pieces here. And this is what is consisted of the accordion pocket. So it's a piece of paper that I print on both sides. I fold it in half, and then I fold this one in half and this one in half, which makes it accordion. And so when it's in the book, it's going to be flat like this. But when the book opens, it will open it like that. So the first thing I want to do is I made this pocket and I want to glue it in place at the bottom because we're going to make some tags to go into the pocket. So let's go ahead and get the pocket glued on. I want to make sure it folds up good. I pretty much dry tested it already. And I got all the edges inked. Just go ahead and put glue on it all. Line it up with the bottom and the side. You definitely want to do this before you put it in the journal. I think that would be very tedious to have to line that all up to make it work. Okay, so I'm just going to fold it back together so it can get where it needs to be. Okay. That's cute, huh? Alright, so now I've got some lace that I want to put across the pocket. Of course, I'm using Fabri-Tac. Hope everybody's doing good today. This project is turning out really fun. Ooh, I just stuck my finger right in that glue. Okay, I'm going to put the scallop going towards the top so it just gives a little bit of decoration. So this journal has turned out to be so pretty. All the lace and all the appliques and the colors. It's just so inviting and so feminine. Okay, let's fold that up to make sure it can be, we don't want anything constricting it. Okay, and now I've got some mauve colored lace that I want to put across the bottom. There we go. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to that lace. Just got to get it in place. A little bit fussy because the paper has already been folded, and I guess you could have put it all on while it was flat, but I just keep testing it so that it can stay the accordion. I don't want to put anything on too tight so that I'm not able, those wrong scissors, I'm not able to close it. Let's go ahead and trim that off. Trim that one off. And this one. Okay. And I've got another piece of that mauve trim to go across the top. Tomorrow's going to be such a pretty day. I wanted to go ahead and get this videoed today so I could spend some time outside and get some fresh air and some vitamin D. How's the weather where y'all are? I've got 6 daffodils blooming. I have more that's going to bloom. It's just that's all that's blooming right now. They're the ones that I planted, I guess, in my garden 3 years ago. So I guess since they're more established, they're coming up first. Let's just let you know that spring is coming. Okay, so now let's put some appliques on. I've got an applique that I cut apart, and I've been using it throughout the journal. So I want to put one here and one here. Doesn't that dress it up so much? Kind of at an angle like that. Well, that looks pretty. Let's do one on the other side. Put it in the same place so it'll look symmetrical. Okay, now I've got 2 more that I want to put on these so that there'll be something on each one. Let's go ahead and do that. These are so easy to do, but when you look at it, you think, oh, how was that? They seem to be, they look more complicated than they really are. Okay, I think I want it to go where the leaves are going up. And let's do this one. And of course you can do it without the pocket if you want to do that. You don't have to put a pocket on it. Just make an accordion page, and that's pretty fun too. Okay, looking good. Okay, we're going to let that dry. I'll set it over here and we'll do the tags. I've got everything organized. This is what the tags are going to look like. So it's got a brown base, lace here, some netting behind the picture, and another piece of crocheted lace there. So let me take the first one and move that out of the way. I'm going to keep this one right here, I think, just so I can make sure they're all lined up, because when they're in there, they need to be all lined up. All right, we'll just put a little bit of glue to get the net down. I sure like using net. Just adds a little bit of dimension, but it keeps things flat, so, and you need that. Okay, let's put this one next to each other so I can get this picture in the same position. And put some glue on the back of it. This will help stick down the net too. Okay. and get it exactly in the center of the tag, so I'm just going to scoot it over. There we go. Now let's see if it's lined up with the other one. It is, I think. All right, let's attach the lace at the top. Cute. Let's do the bottom. Okay. And then the topper on this one is going to be a heart. Let's see. I want it to be the same height too. So I want to put glue all the way up to there. Doesn't have to look exactly the same as the other one, but I need to be in the center. Okay, there we go. So now we've got the second one. Let's go ahead and do the next one. Do a little bit of glue to get that net kind of stuck down. Same procedure just as before. My daughter called yesterday. We had a good visit. I live about 3 hours from them. And with her busy life and everything, it's hard, but we do make an effort. To touch base at least once a week. And then we talk for a couple hours, so it's always a treat. Got a grandson graduating high school this year. That's exciting. You know, you watch them grow up, but it just doesn't even dawn on you till you have to go to a ceremony or something that they actually did grow up. But he's excited and we're excited for him. I remember graduating from high school. It was a good accomplishment. Felt good. That looks good. And I have a great-grandson. The first great-grandson, and he's going to be 1 year old, I think, in May. And then the graduation's in May, so we're going to have a lot of celebrating in May. Okay, isn't that cute? And now let's put the rose on. Let me see how I need to put the rose at the top. Okay. Let's see how that one is compared to the other one. Oh, that looks good. I think I'm going to move it down just a touch. Okay. Last one coming up. So let's put the net on. Just repetitious, isn't it? And I cut the pictures, of course, from the kit. And I just had reduced them down, and then I just looked at them and just picked out the sections that I wanted to create. All right, let's see how I got that lined up. I think that one's up just a little bit high. Let's go down just a touch. It's going to make a difference when I get them in the pocket, because they're all going to be lined up next to each other, so it's kind of important. I'm not getting it exact. I mean, it's like a 1/16 of an inch off. But I do want to do the best I can. Okay, so now let's put the trim. Okay, and add the butterfly, and we've got the tags done. Put a little bit more glue up a little higher. Let's see. Looks about like that. Okay, so we got the tags done. So now we're ready to bring this back in, and let's let these dry for a little bit. Oh, you know what? I've got a couple of pieces left of the applique, so let me put those on. Forgot all about them. I was just moving things out of the way, and all of a sudden there they were, and I thought I did that part. But I did, I just didn't put them all on. So I want to put a couple here at the top. So it kind of frames in the corners like that. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to get the journal, and we're going to glue it into the journal. Let's see, how did I... want him to be very symmetrical. Okay, that looks good. All right, let me move this. We're done with that. Let me get the journal. Okay, so this is where we're going to put it in the journal. So the first thing I want to do is I want to put glue on this side. Oh, I'm not driving straight at all, but I don't think it's going to matter. Okay, make sure it's going the exact way I want it to. Let's start at the corner. If I can get the corner in place, that should all go to plan. Okay, so you just do that one edge. Okay, that looks good. And now we're going to do this one. I don't want to put too much glue, but I want to put enough. Okay. Let me turn the book this way a little bit. I'll line it up. I'm glad Fabri-Tac will let me slide it a little bit because it's a little bit awkward. Okay, I think that's good. Let's close the book. Okay. I'm going to leave it shut just for a little bit, and while we're waiting for that, I just don't want to pull it up as soon as I open it back up again. So let's ink the lace on these cards just a little bit. Just a little bit so it doesn't look so brand new. Just gives it a little bit of an aged look. I did all the other inking ahead of time. Okay. All right, let's open the book back up. You know, I need to do the ink on the spine too. I hadn't done that. I was planning on doing it here. So I got it all sewed in, and it's looking so good. Don't you think? I think it is. I think it's beautiful. Okay, so now I've got to open the book, and look. See how it is? So when you're this way and you're flipping through your pages and you go, oh, isn't that fun? Well, I like it. Okay, so I want to do this bird in this pocket. And let's see, I'm going to put the other butterfly over here so it can frame. And then we'll put, let's see, we'll put this one here. And this one and this one. Now let me look at it and see if they're lining up. It also depends on, you know, how the glue went into the pocket too, but there you go. Isn't that wonderful? I love it. So you're just looking through your journal and you go, oh my God, what is this? I guess y'all could see I can be silly, huh? Let me go ahead and put a little bit of ink on these appliques. They look pretty white, don't they? I'll tell you what, I just love this distress ink. Okay, that's it for today. Doesn't it look wonderful? Well, y'all have a great day. Thanks so much, and see you next time. Bye-bye.